We always talk a lot about how we reach the individuals within the organizations. But as you can see, our vision is to be Canada's Alliance for Excellence in Clinical Research, and that's very important, it's the Alliance. Again, 2007, we started with smaller organizations or networks that were recognized. They were working together, but they were repeating the same thing. They had to do the same things. How could they come together to try to harmonize some of that? And then our mission, obviously, is to enable and enhance the clinical research capabilities in Canada. So really to bring that excellence to everyone into Canada in terms of clinical research. Just this year, we've always had our strategic priorities, which you'll see on the next slide, but we actually developed some guiding principles underneath those, and those are really, really important for us now as we move ahead, and that's basically that driven to service by to our members, but from our members as well. Again, back in 2007, it's those members that built so many of the products that people actually enjoy today and can take advantage of. Advancing that equity, diversity, and inclusion that we're all recognized now is so important. Collaboration over competition. There's a reason that's in the middle. It's so important for us that we've never really looked at this as a competition. We have to collaborate. We want to work with provinces and other national organizations to make sure that we have the most efficient and can achieve excellence. Results oriented to achieve that success, and then demonstrating integrity and excellence in all we do. So these are our 3 strategic initiatives. Again, they haven't changed in the last 5 years. So every 3 years we do renew them. As I said, we've just renewed them recently and they stuck. The first one is positioning N2 as a national voice for clinical research. So many of you will know that N2 is basically speaks a lot with Health Canada, provides comments and suggestions or proposals to Health Canada, but also we want to make sure that we're the voice for other organizations or to other organizations in different ways as well. We have many stakeholders, whether it's the patients, the researchers, government, so we're looking to make sure we create that national voice. And obviously, we want to make sure we work with the provinces so that we understand what's happening at the provincial level so that that national voice truly is true. Shepherd that national clinical alliance, exactly why we're here today, so that we can work with not just the organizations who are our members, but also the provincial organizations, 2 of which are our members. So we've evolved and we've changed over the years, and I'm happy to say BC and Catalyst are both members of N2, but that doesn't mean you have to be a member for us to be able to move ahead and collaborate and create these alliances. And advocate for the peak performance. We've always done that. We have a lot of products that we make sure that we've been able to share and organizations can implement. We have our SOPs for our sites that the sites can adopt and implement as their own. We have a quality committee that comes up with a lot of good tools in terms of helping sites, again, mainly at the site level, but sites in terms of their quality assurance. And then we also have training, so we have our access to GCP training and many other courses now as well. So just to end our last slide in terms of what we really want to see, I thought I'd throw this out in terms of the general population. It's been touched on a few times this morning already in terms of PJ, and I think Megan as well. The general population, 87% of Canadians feel that we should be a global leader. This comes from an opinion poll from Research Canada, so it is an opinion poll. 6 out of 10 think that health and medical research is more important than before the pandemic. We can't forget about the general population. That is a strong body that can help us move ahead as well, right? So I think it's really important that we're not just, within ourselves, that we have the alliance and that we build common infrastructure. That's very clear to me, especially too, if one province has really good infrastructure in this, another province or N2 has some infrastructure. that's where we have to start to collaborate and alliance, and we pick one that works best for everybody, and we move ahead rather than having separate systems and infrastructure everywhere. But we also have to make sure that we're talking to and listening to that general population, because they have a voice. We've seen it in different areas, in different industries lately, the populations of people will always have a voice, and when that starts to be heard more, that will actually help us as well. So basically, we're really, N2 wants to make sure that our organizations, that are our member organizations, are moving ahead to look for ways to collaborate with your other member organizations, to collaborate with and work with your provinces, and N2 wants to work with provinces to come up with things, but we also want to make sure that that national voice, whether it's at the patient level, whether it's the organization, individual level, that we actually, and that common voice really is about collaboration, single, harmonized efforts to do all this. So thank you.